welcome. I'm Tiffany Bacon, and here sitting with me is a dear friend who's been out in the business for a minute. And what business am I talking about? I'm talking about the entertainment business. Here in Philadelphia, we have a lot of promoters who are doing a lot of great things, a lot of live music, some poetry, and some other things. But this guy's been around for a couple of years now, and he's doing a really interesting project that's coming up that's going to celebrate some of my people from Radio 1. Izzy Ike, how are you, dear?
I'm doing good. It's funny that you say Izzy Ike because of Facebook. I changed my name, and now everybody call me Izzy or Izzy Ike. So I was like, if they love it, I like,
Might as well. Facebook, I tell you, it's changing the face of everything. How about that?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about this event that is coming up. You call it
the Comeback. As you can see, my shirt. I made sure I wore my shirt. But it's called the Comeback, and it's funny because the name of the event came to me in a dream, and I'm sure you know. And so I jumped up, wrote it down, but then I started developing more on the word, the comeback. So I look at it when people say, where's the comeback? That doesn't make sense because people want you to have music this or this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, it's some stores that's called Joe's Feet, but they sell... They sell from babies to grown men, so or grown women. So it's not about the name. The name does not have to say what the event is. So with the comeback, it's more of you're coming back to a time. You're coming back to a place because when you're at the event, and let's say if you're at the event and you're like, wow, they doing the Temptations. You go back to when the Temptations came to your high school. Or you snuck into a so it brings you back. So the comeback comes back. Really what it's coming back to Philadelphia to where it started with Black Music Month and the founders being from here. So we're coming back to that time, really, 32 years ago.
Okay.
So,
don't call it a comeback.
Right.
They've been there for years. All right, I like that. Okay, so talk a little bit more about this. This is a celebration of what specifically?
It's a celebration of Black music, but I want to, because it's such a new and it's such a grassroots thing, because I'm really like scratching and surviving and get to know or make the people believe that this event can happen and it can be successful.
Okay.
So it's basically that's the question.
What is this exactly? What's happening?
Well, what's happening actually is it's basically taking new artists, paying tribute to old artists. And then showing the audience that these are new artists coming out of Philadelphia.
So your whole mission with this is basically to promote the new artists, give a platform for new people, but to reach back and pay homage to all those who came before, correct?
Right. And I believe you have to pay homage to the people before you can kind of do anything, because you want the older generation of musicians and artists to respect you as you come, because some people can't really, to be honest, you're new and you come in the scene, and people that have been there for a while don't really respect you until you say, hey, I respect you. So for them to, and it's sad, but it's happened to me just being an event planner, a promoter with my live music that I do.
Okay. Now I know you have a couple people that you're honoring, and one of which is one of my coworkers, who's a legend in broadcasting. Talk about the people you're honoring.
Well, last year I honored Miss Deanna Williams. I just want to talk about that because I love this woman. Like, she's great. I saw her speak at an event, and that's what drew me to her. And I was just like, wow, you're one of the founders of Black Music Month. And I wasn't educated on Black Music Month, and I was like, wow. So I did my research and figured out, found out who was who. So then I said, okay, they always say ladies first. So I made sure I honored her. So I honored her, and now this year I want to honor Gamble and Leon Huff. Okay. They're actually celebrating their 40-year anniversary. At Philly International. Kenny Gamble being one of the people who helped draw that bill, who sat around that table that late night or whatever time of day it was, and went back and forth on what should go into it, what should not go into it. And then we're also honoring Shaka Fatai, Congressman Shaka Fatai. A lot of people don't know that he was the one who helped get it approved. He was that he wasn't a congressman at that time, but he took it to legislation and got it approved. Okay. So and then also with Lady B. That lady, she's just great. And everybody I can say, Lady B, and everybody has I was at her house memory I was at her party memory. You know, she gave me $1 memory. It's like, wow, like what haven't she not done? Everybody slept on her couch, you know what I mean? A lot of the musicians and artists that we see today, you know, she'll tell you like, yeah, such and such slept on my couch. And when they come into town, they don't stay in a hotel. It's like, wow, like how can you find somebody with that much love for what she does?
I love that.
And just even with when I interned at 103.9, the Beat, you know, I remember that day that she gave me her VIP pass. I would never forget it. And we was interning and we was miserable because we was like, dang, it was before Facebook, it was before they started letting the interns do more viral things and stuff. And she gave me her VIP pass, and that's when I got to see Jay-Z up close, Beanie Siegel up close, Allstate Property. This is 2002, 2001, I believe. It was Philly Jam or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
So you know how old that was.
Yeah, I was over at the other place. So you know we had the other something house.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I would never forget that. So I can't really say that I hung out at her house at this particular party, but I can go back into my memory bank and say, you know what, she gave me that pass to see Jay-Z up close.
Here with Izzy Ike talking about the comeback. When is it? Where is it? How much is it?
Here, the New Freedom Theater. So that's right there, right next to the YMCA, and that's Master, I believe. So 1346 Broad Street. Okay. Everybody should know what Freedom Theater is, but the tickets are $25.
Okay.
They start at $25. Then we have VIP, and that's $50. But it starts at 7 o'clock and it ends at 10. It's definitely going to be a dope. So dope. Last year was at CCP. We had so much fun. A good turnout. A great amount of people that came out to support. On the 24th, 7 p.m., they can get their tickets on Ticketleap. If you search The Comeback 2011, or you can go to www.im3media.com, and the tickets will be up there. You can pick your seating and all that stuff.
Fantastic. Well, Izzy Ike, thank you so much for joining me today. And now you are caught up. So make sure you go out